What's up, guys? Your boy, Good Savage, back again for another Savage Talk Live Extra. You know, like that, we are back. It's good to be here. It's good to see all the regular gang, the Demon team in the comment section. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's good. Obviously, we are here to talk good old wrestling. It is the extra show. We'd like to have a little bit more fun with this, bit of Savage news, and then we'll just talk wrestling, you know, like that. So I hope everyone's okay at home. Hope everyone's well. I see that the world, well, let's be honest. I was about to say, I see that the world's getting a bit more back to normal and stuff. Well, for what it can be, you know what I mean? There's still madness going on in the world. But I mean, for every regular day life, what we were living, seem to be getting back to normal. So, yeah, that's a good thing, I guess. And hopefully wrestling can get back to normal soon as well, because it's starting to get... Monday Night Raw in particular starting to get a bit worrying, to be honest. But shout out to everyone in the chat. You know, I'm going to do the rounds. I'll come and say hello to all of you guys individually, because, you know, like that, I appreciate the love and support. Thanks to everyone who's been subscribing and liking the videos. Just mad, you see, like, YouTube seems very stagnant for a little bit, and then it rises to subscribers and stuff like that. But to be honest, I mean, they've been trying to mug me off for a while, so it's, you know, that. But anywho, apart from everyone already put on the screen, shout out to King Court, shout out to Ashton Fortune Teller, shout out to Andrew, K Sean, shout out to you, bro, Rocky Kaiser, of course, shout out to you, hashtag Demon Team, you know, like that. Nah, never falling asleep, bro. This is way too early for me. I don't sleep until like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, you know what I mean? There. But yeah, it's all love, bro. Shout out to Dro, you know, like that. What you saying, brother? I hope you're well. I'm good, thank you very much. Shout out to King Court, man. Shout out to K Sean. I'm going to just say shout out to the same people over and over again, but it's all good, man. I appreciate everyone being here, you know, like that. It's a dream day, sitting in bed, eating dinner and talking with my favorite YouTuber about wrestling, but I tore muscle. Oh, shout out to you, bro. You know what I mean? I appreciate the love. And that is crazy that you said you tore muscle in your neck. I woke up this morning with a terrible neck, and I went and trained in the gym trying to do shoulder press, and had like a mad spasm in my neck and I had to drop the weight before it dropped on me. But I hope you... I mean, have you been to the doctors and hospital yet, or is it something you self-diagnosed yourself? Because if you've got a torn muscle in your neck, that sounds a bit mad, and you should be in hospital. Or with a neck brace on, you know, like that. R.I.P. Rosie, you know what I mean? I can see him in the back. Brother to the tribal chief. So shout out to you, bro. Glendale, of course, man. Come on now, you know the vibes. My buddy got kicked out of school big. I told you, bro. Them haters, man, they get what's coming to them sooner or later. And if they don't, well, you know what I mean? Somebody will get to them. I want to face you in a Hell in a Cell, finish if you want to for one in a cell. That's the worst place you want to fight me, bro. You don't want to get me in a Hell in a Cell, man. I'll finish you off right there. You know them way down. Oh, okay, you went to the doctor yesterday. Fair enough, bro. I think The Miz will attack Morrison when he returns back to action. Yeah, it was a long time. It's a long time. But yeah, man, I hope everyone's okay. Seen the title of the video. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just come up with mad topics in my head that I want to talk about, and no better place to talk about than... or where to talk about it than here on Savage Talk Live. And, you know, like, recently and in the past, when I first started Savage Talk, and we were covering how to fix certain things in WWE and who should get certain things. I've said it over and over again, that I believe that the King of the Ring should come back. It's probably one of the most inconsistent pay-per-views in terms of something what's actually kind of prestige, or you can win something. Shout out to Jacob. Because obviously there's money in the bank where you win a contract title shot. I think it's supposed to be a title of your choice, but everyone always chooses the WWE Championship. You obviously have the Royal Rumble where you get a WrestleMania main event match for one of the titles, whatever brand you're on. Survivor Series is more like a bragging rights thing of which show you're on. And then obviously WrestleMania is WrestleMania. So realistically, in terms of branding and what you can get on different shows, there's not really much to fight for in the WWE, if that makes sense. And I'm talking about the WWE. I don't really care about any other brand right now, what I'm talking about. But, you know, the main pay-per-views have always been, and you can fill me in if I'm wrong, but the main events, the main pay-per-views were always, when I was growing up, was Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and WrestleMania. Those four, and then everything else works around it. But when I was a young kid, King of the Ring was thrown into as the fifth one, and it's been inconsistent over the years. That's why they haven't had so many kings, and even the format. You know what I mean? They could have had it. They've had it as a King of the Ring pay-per-view before, and then they've had it where they've just put it on SmackDown. And I personally think they should bring it back as a pay-per-view, and also it gives certain talent a chance to shine in a pay-per-view, and it gives some other talent a chance to have a day off, kind of thing, because, you know, they don't need the Intercontinental title or the US champion to win a King of the Ring. You know what I mean? But it can do things for your career. Now, don't get me wrong, there's been times where it's done nothing for people, but the infamous King of the Ring with Stone Cold when he won, that's where we got the first Austin 316 says, I'll kick your ass. And ever since then, we had Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the greatest to ever do it, arguably the greatest wrestler of all time. We had the Macho King, which was massive. We had Bret Hart winning. Bret didn't need to win at the time; he was already on top. We obviously have the greatest king of all time, which is King Booker, or should I say King Booker, and Queen Charmel. So there can be a thing to it. Now, obviously, this sounds like anyone who pays attention to what I say don't know what I'm talking about, but it was going to sound like I'm going off what I said on SmackDown with Nakamura picking up the crown. But I actually said this previously. So we're going to talk a bit about Nakamura and where you can go with it, and not just Nakamura, just where we can go with the King of the Ring. But let me just say hello to a few people in the chat, so I don't want anything to go by. No problem at all, Jacob. Shout out to Winter Warm. Finally made another stream. Let's go. I know you know the vibes, bro. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Eric Travis. It's always great to see you here, bro. Congratulations to Bronson Reed, of course. Congratulations. Head of table. Yeah, you know, like that. Big vibes. Some dream match. We'll get into that very soon. I'm just saying hello to everyone first. Keep them messages. Save any messages what are to do with, like, you know, wrestling kind of in that way. We'll save it for the No Holds Barred Q&A at the end so I can remember. Shout out to Elite Squad. Good to see you here, bro. You know what I mean? Regular Demon Team members and that. Love everyone here. Shout out to Match Drawing King. It's been a minute, but good to see you here, bro. But yeah. Oh, back to school. Okay, I feel what you mean, man. How do I think in the heart? Well, keep this question as well, bro. Just keep it to when we do the Q&A so then I don't go off track. Yeah, so back to King of the Ring. King of the Ring. So, like I said, I would bring it back as a pay-per-view, and like I said, I've said the reason why, because I've called for from years now WWE to have a ranking system, because I feel like WWE they're living in the past a little bit. So I would have a ranking system that each match you lose, it goes onto your record. So you'll have somebody like, I don't know, who wins quite a lot on wrestling. Drew McIntyre wins quite a lot. You know what I mean? So his record's going to read like, I don't even know, 19-4 or something, 19-5, because he was champion for a whole year, apart from the loss to Randy. And obviously the match against Roman won't count, stuff like that. So you'd have that, because what happens is it will kind of edge towards it seeming like a real combat sport, whereas you go to the back of the line if you've lost certain matches and stuff like that. And then you have some underdogs like Gulak, someone who's been picking up victories and no one's been paying attention, and then he might end up like 6-0. Then he gets a title shot. Now, it doesn't have to be the WWE Championship, but it could be a US title shot or something like that, just to get WWE seeming a bit, you know what I mean, make the matches seem more important, because there's a lot of throwaway matches in between adverts on Raw, and Raw's starting to feel like it's all an advertisement for Old Spice and that gambling thing, what's on Rey Mysterio's clothing, and Army of the Dead. It's just all this kind of like advertisement stuff. So that's what I do with the ranking system. And as for King of the Ring title can elevate you to be, it can elevate you to be great. Arguably, when people think about Booker T, even though he's had a great career and everything he's done, It's either five-time WCW champion you think about, or you think about King Booker. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's the Harlem Heat, stuff like that, but that's what you think about. So it can work. Now, Baron Corbin was the last person to win the King of the Ring. It was a little bit underwhelming at the time. And it looked like, and I was going to give him a chance, and I thought maybe going down the line, he'll start bringing more King-style stuff in. And he did for a little bit. He had the cape for a little while, and he kept bringing the staff out, but it needed somebody with a little bit more charisma. He was a bit too heely with it. Whereas the King Booker took it serious, his voice changed, and the crowd, it was, you know what I mean? And even when he had the ceremony, he had like the horse and chariot and stuff like that. Now, at the time, I remember saying that I think my pick to win was Drew McIntyre or Samoa Joe at the time, because Drew wasn't in the title picture. And I could imagine Drew having like the Game of Thrones style thing, or I could imagine Samoa Joe just being a badass king, you know what I mean? Tribal kind of style, which is funny now that we have the tribal, you know what I mean? The tribal chief. But that's what I was thinking at the time. Nakamura, I cannot express this enough. I said that, people remember, I said this before, but if they bring it back, seriously, he's flailing. He's just there. He's just there. There's not even any importance to him. It's that bad for Nakamura now that people can't even be bothered to feel bad for him anymore, because he just seems underutilized, and it's like, what's the point of even, kind of like what happened with Ricochet. After a bit, you're just like, you know what? He's in catering. You know what I mean? But he has charisma. He doesn't speak very good English. But if he's channeling his inner king, he doesn't need to speak great English. He just needs to do everything that a king does now. How entertaining was that at the end of the Baron Corbin match with him? Just what he was doing to get to the crown. It was entertaining as hell. I've not laughed at Nakamura like that in ages. And he's going to have like the grand entrance, because he always has a grand entrance. So I would go with him doing that. Now, I know that seemingly WWE have all the pay-per-views planned in advance. They've changed a few around this year because of fans coming back and stuff. And I don't think King of the Ring is part of that at all. It'd be very worrying if SmackDown comes on Friday and he doesn't have the crown now. Because what should happen is he should turn up with the crown, and Baron Corbin should be trying to get it back off him. And while that crown is on his head, he should act like a king. He should turn up with people, his royal jesters at his side to protect him from Baron Corbin. And then it should culminate in a match at, I don't know what pay-per-view you want to give the match at. It's not going to be at Money in the Bank, but whatever pay-per-view it is before SummerSlam, because I think SummerSlam might be too long to build, or depending on how good they can do it, they could build it. I would have a match for the kingdomship. That's what I would do. And in that match, it would be Baron Corbin versus Nakamura, and if Nakamura wins, he becomes the king, because there's no King of the Ring. I would add R-Truth to that match. More comedy value, but let's not act like R-Truth can't wrestle his ass off. He can. So there's a bit more comedy value there. Maybe add somebody like Angel Garza in there and Ricochet. Make it a 5-man thing. I wouldn't mind that happening at all, and I think it would be quite funny. I think because everyone's going to expect it to be gimmicky, realistically, they can make it great. They could put the crown on the top of the ladder, and you have to get the crown. Like, we need to become more inventive, WWE, because the matches are falling away. There's nothing what's excited me in a while in terms of like a new inventive match. We used to have all these matches back in the day, the hardcore match and the barroom brawl match, and you know what I mean. We don't even have Falls Count Anywhere matches anymore. No car park brawls, no backstage brawls. There's no buried alive matches anymore. There's no casket matches. You know what I mean? And it's 2021. You have to move with the times, otherwise you get left behind. I agree with that. But of course, you can change up certain things. So instead of having a buried alive match, you can have something else where it's some kind of burial. You know what I mean? I know we had the Boneyard match, but that doesn't really count. So that's what I would do with the King of the Ring. And I do hope that he turns up on SmackDown with that crown. Now, I did see he had that Instagram video of him driving in a car and he had the crown on still. And it made me laugh because he didn't say anything in the video. He was just like, looked in his element. So I'd breed that. And I think it might be the last thing to choose to try with Nakamura, because honestly, say King Court says Championship Scramble, what else is there? You know what I mean? Don't even have the Beat the Clock challenge anymore. So they need to fix something. They need to start doing more with their backstage segments, as in making them more entertainment. If they're worried about time, then what I agree they should do is maybe record the backstage segments in advance. That way you can turn up at Raw and know what's going to happen. We won't know personally because it's behind the scenes, but for them, they can record it in advance, which means they can it stops any botches, it stops any awkward silences and weird looks, and it stops if whoever behind the creative or Vince or whatever thinks that something's terrible, they can change it. If there's any accidents, they can change it. If there's any dodgy things on the Thunderdome, they can change it. So I would record it in advance. You know what I mean? And that way you can have it at like different venues and stuff like that. Not like a wrestling venue, but a shop, a bar, a restaurant. Instead of we can tell we're not stupid fans. I can tell that the medical room is also the changing room, which is also catering, which is also a restaurant. I can see all of it. I'm not dumb. They did they was doing it a while back with like, I think they've done it with Lana and Aiden English. Done it with, was it Lana and Enzo? They've done it with Naomi, Mandy, and Jimmy Uso. They did it with Bobby Lashley and Lana. So there's just more pre-recorded stuff, and obviously on NXT they do it quite often, normally every week. They've been doing it lately with Cameron Grimes over and over again, which I've enjoyed. And it adds something different. Now, if I'm finding that funny on a 2-hour NXT show and it's a small clip, on the main roster you can do that, and then that's where you slip your adverts in. I don't want to be in a match waiting for. I can see Braun Strowman ready to do his Strowman Express thing, or I can see a Claymore ready to come and it goes for an advert. Or if anyone noticed that on Raw, when Ricochet, when Sheamus was fighting Ricochet, Sheamus got to the ring and he was in the ring for about 10 minutes before Ricochet got there because they had the adverts. I don't want that for him, and I don't want it for the WWE. So that's what I think about that. Let's get into the comment section, see what everyone's saying. Don't spam because I'm going to go back and find out what everyone says. You know, like that. I think I went too far. Shout out to everyone in the chat, though. Jacob is the bit of a machine. Oh, you guys are watching the stuff behind me. So I think at the moment, Tess and Stacy Keibler. I don't know who was fighting. I don't know. It's Raw. Don't make Roman King of the Ring. That's the worst thing for you to do. He doesn't need it. King Booker for real. I agree. So I want to see King of the Ring come back and they can cross-brand NXT, guys. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Get Austin Theory in there. You know what I mean? Get all these people. Look at this. Speaking of backstage segments, you got them doing signage in shops and stuff. Come on, man. I don't know why, but if King of the Ring will come back, I think Riddle will win. I'm not trying to give it to somebody who's already got a title. This is for the people who are flailing in the back and are super talented, the Ricochets and Nakamura and stuff like that. I mean, just because Nakamura picked up the crown doesn't mean King of the Ring returns. No one said it means that. I never want. It's like you haven't listened to anything I've said in the last 7 minutes of talking. I literally didn't say it means. I said I want. Even on the title, I said it must return. So I don't know what you're talking about there. Championship, Universe Championship. Yeah, that'll be dope. I think so as well. Because that way, even if they lose, they're still the king. I think when Rey Mysterio, Booker T got a title shot at Rey Mysterio, didn't he? He won the title though. So, yeah, shout out to you, Ahmed. It was a dope game, and I seen LeBron balling out, to be fair. Shout out to you, bro. Oh, yeah, that's the same video I seen. Guys, don't spam your question twice. There's no need for it. I'm going to get to your question. When was the last time I had a babyface King of the Ring? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like at some point we had a King of the Ring, but it was very like it didn't seem important. I think it was around the time like Dean Ambrose and that was there, and whoever won didn't do anything with it. But I don't know if they were babyface. Don't know. I don't know. Not King of the Ring winner to be able to be about King of the Ring. But the actual treating it with important to everyone to establish a monarchy and big ones. I agree. I agree 100%. That's exactly what I said. It needs to seem important. Sup Savage, RIP legendary Paul Mooney. Classic clips, my mum beat my butt for sucking left. Paul Mooney, absolute legend, RIP. I could not believe he was 79. I don't know what this guy done to make himself look that. I couldn't believe it. I think he died of a heart attack, so RIP to him and fought to his family and all that. But legendary guy, bro. And if you haven't seen anyone else in his comedy, go check that out, man, because he's about that, like that. Let's just come. Why did they remove it? Have no idea. I want to see Stacey Keebler come back. Yeah, man. Oh, it would be fun. She was a massive part of certain eras of wrestling, honestly. It's not about the title. Did you notice Seth's suit actually had some Muslim colours? I did notice that. Shout out to you, Alicia. I did notice that. I missed AEW last night. My cable was acting up. Shambles, bro. Shambles. It was a good AEW as well. Savage, if they have King of the Ring pay-per-view, do you think Nakamura should win? I do think he should win. But I wouldn't be mad at someone else winning as long as they did everything to deserve it. But I feel like with Nakamura, unless he goes back to NXT, I can't see him doing anything. Do you remember, like, not long ago, he got rid of his heel music. He came on SmackDown, he won his match, and everyone thought Nakamura was going to be back. And then it was around him and Cesaro being cool with each other. Just went away because obviously something's happened where they do this with Cesaro and they can't do nothing with Nakamura, which is very weird. So I don't understand the reason for that. What's going on with JR, Eric Bischoff, and that? Mr. Mustafa Ali is a good one. He's a good one. He definitely should be in the tournament. He's actually really good on the mic as well. So, but yeah, let's get into Savage news. Not too much to cover this week, but so we start with the Miz, Mike Mizan. Torn ACL, what he got in the zombie match. Now, very weird, yeah, because I didn't notice this, but when I watched it the second time, when I was watching my son said something about Damian Priest doing a move and landing on the Miz's knee. And then I could see the Miz grabbing his knee, and I couldn't tell if he was just selling it or not. And then seeing when he landed outside with the zombies, it looked like he hurt himself as well. So I don't know which part he hurt himself with that. But yeah, apparently it was a torn ACL, which to me means that like the Miz is a soldier. How did he continue a match with a torn ACL? I do not know. But I think they have to do scans on it, and I'm sure they will release a statement or something like that. But if it is a full blown torn ACL, the reason why I put 9 months there is because usually that's the amount of time it takes to come back. Even in football now, I'm a Liverpool fan. Virgil van Dijk torn his ACL. It's been out all season. So that's why I'm expecting him to be out for a while. But it did look like when Damian Priest landed on the Miz's knee, because as soon as he landed on it, the Miz grabbed his knee and he was holding it, and the ref was saying something to the Miz. So yeah, crazy. Or Nakamura could win the Money in the Bank in July. Yeah, he could win the Money in the Bank. Of course he could. My pick's still Sami Zayn for that. And I want Sami Zayn to win. Jinder Mahal is king of the. Jinder Mahal will be a great King of the Ring. In fact, out of all of them, he'd probably be the best one. But I just feel like Jinder Mahal will be okay because of what people expect of him. Nakamura's expectation in WWE is so high that if he doesn't do anything soon, I don't even know what's going to happen. Roman versus Shawn and Pierce. They should try Roman versus Shinsuke. They tried before, but they Adam Pierce instead. Yeah, that was the time I was on about. He came into the picture and then dipped off straight away. Miz went how many years without injuries, and this is zombie match takes him out. Yeah, it's crazy because obviously part of that massive talking smack promo that he cut on Daniel Bryan was him saying that I'm never injured, and he never gets injured. And then the zombie match. So Yeah, that's what I thought it was as well. Miz, Truth, Morrison, Ziggler, and Corbin are Vince's go-to guys. They'll do anything for Vince. I mean, I don't want to say it disrespectful because I don't think it's for Vince. I think it's for the company. They love pro wrestling. Ziggler is not a yes man, believe me. I've seen too many interviews with him of him trying to get, even when he was about to leave WWE and that. So I don't think that's a true thing. Vince loves Baron Corbin himself, like he actually likes his character. And you can see why, because Vince's head is in the past a little bit. But yeah, man, listen, I wouldn't talk down about these kind of people because at the end of the day, it's how they get their bills paid. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks that if you leave WWE, you can just go AEW and stuff, but it doesn't work like that. Leo Rush is still all over he's just all in these different places and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure all of them places combined still don't pay as much as WWE. So if you're not going to AEW, you kind of, you know what I mean? Unless you're a huge talent. And I'm on about huge talent what brings in money and stuff like Brock Lesnar level. So shout out to Kevin, just finished school. Shout out to you, bro. I feel like leaning on Johnny Drip versus The Miz when he returns. Right. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, with The Miz gone, Johnny can go to different heights, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be that. But we'll see. Miz went in to do all for the company. I respect to work for it. Yeah, me too. I respect him, man. I love The Miz, bro. I love The Miz. I'm a whole King of the Ring and get WWE champion. Style shot if he wins the whole thing. Yeah. I think anyone who wins the King of the Ring should get a title shot at some point. It shouldn't be like contracted, but it should just be King Booker the Greatest King, 100%. Only to me, only Macho Man comes close to Booker T. Macho King, but Booker T is the one. In other news, NXT talent released this week. I think 8 WWE NXT stars were released. Some of them not as notable as others. Usually, a lot of the ones who have gone are the people that you would have seen in the crowd. You know, when we didn't have fans in NXT at all, and they had like the NXT stars. It's a lot of those stars around there. I do have which stars they are, so let me find that quickly. You guys can still see me on the screen. We have... did write it down here. So we have Jake Clemens, Alexander Wolf from Imperium, which is mad. Obviously, formerly of Sanity as well. Skylar Story, which is Brandy Lauren. Ezra Judge, he's that tall, the tall black guy you will see dancing in the crowd, friends with Ricochet and them kind of people. He's been removed as well. Vanessa Bourne, Jessamine Duke, which is one of the, 4 horsewomen, and Kavita Devi. Now, the reason why you don't see me losing my mind about these guys being released is because this was meant to happen the week of the Black Wednesday when Samoa Joe and that got released. So I was expecting it then. So I kind of already geared up for it. I just thought, I don't know why they took so long to do it. A lot of those people haven't even been utilized on TV yet, especially people like Ezra Judge and stuff like that. Big guy, powerful, hasn't been used at all. But the people who, people like Alexander Wolf, he was gone for a while. He returned. I remember he took out Killian Dane, returned as part of Imperium. Was on NXT UK for a little bit as well. And yeah, been removed, man. It's a bit of a weird one. But, they've obviously seen something either that they don't like or that he doesn't bring or something like that. But I thought he was good in Imperium, but obviously Imperium already had their members before that. I think who else I was just shocked about? Jessamine Duke. It's a weird one because I'm not shocked because she hasn't been on TV, but they were alluding to that whole 4 horsewomen thing before, which I thought was a stupid idea. Every time somebody mentioned 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen, it really, really, really wound me up because as far as I saw it, I don't even like the original 4 horsewomen calling themselves that. You know what I mean? 4 horsemen are Ric Flair and his gang. Yeah, there ain't no 4 horsewomen, but I get it. And they've done big things, and they have done massive things for the company since Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Bayley, 4 horsewomen. That's fine. The other 4 horsewomen with Maria Shafir and Jessamine Duke and Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. I'm like, what the hell? Where's that come from? Because they're not the 4 horsewomen of MMA. I'll tell you that much. Ronda, yeah, but the other 3, no, because you know what I mean. I watch UFC. These are not the 4. So I don't know where that come from anyway. But she's gone. But she put a statement out and she pretty much said that she was fine. She's fine with it. She just said that she's not going anywhere from Up, Up, Down, Down. She's part of Xavier's team at Up, Up, Down, Down. She said that's her family over there. She won't be going anywhere. She's very happy about that. So, you know, and the other lady I mentioned was the one who she is an Indian lady. She was in the Royal Rumble in an orange costume. Massive, like the extra tall one. So they usually do in the Royal Rumble and Women's Evolution, but yeah, apart from that, no. I do know that Jessamine Duke has a channel, Sean, but I was on about Up, Up, Down, Down, not a channel itself, because Up, Up, Down, Down is obviously the bigger platform. Also in news, fans are back July 16th. That's what's been reported at the moment. It could subject to change, but that is the Go Home show on SmackDown, Friday, 16th of July, I think that is. I think it's the Go Home show before Money in the Bank. I think it's before Money in the Bank. I think that's what it's for. So fans are back on SmackDown, and then obviously from there, they'll all be back in for the rest. And I'm very, very excited for the fans to be back. I've been watching football all this week with the fans back, and yeah, it's been so dope. So I'm very excited to see fans back. Although they do annoy me sometimes with the CM Punk chants, but it's life, isn't it? Shout out to Jeff Samuel Savage, who will make a good king of the ring, and my pick is Roman Reigns. Imagine the heat by beating Nakamura. Nah, I agree, but the way wrestling is now, the worst thing they can do is give it to Roman, because it just means that there's nothing like that means he holds the place of he's already top of the company as a star. He's got the Universal title, and he's made it seem like the more important title, which is not supposed to be. And he's on SmackDown, which is supposed to be the B brand. And if he wins the King of the Ring as well, nah. Jay winning it, that's completely different. But I want to give somebody else a chance now, because some of these guys are trying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for that. But that's a good pick, though. Roman, of course, is my favorite wrestler. So of course, Maria Shafir and Jessamine Duke are terrible. They are, bro. Shout out to you, Elite Squad, because they are ass, bro. Booty cheeks, toilet water. I'm glad fans of me too, bro. How about Sami Zayn, Jey Uso as King of the Ring? I literally just said Jey Uso. Apollo Crews when he yeah. All 3 of those would be great. I want Sami Zayn to win the Money in the Bank, so that's why I didn't put Sami Zayn in there. But he would be a great king as well, because you'd still look like there's a conspiracy against him, so that would be funny. Too much New Day. Can't wait for Aleister Black. Too much New Day. Can't wait for Aleister Black return and Nikki Cross made it to Monday TV. I don't agree there's too much New Day, because apart from the Raw, what you've just seen, they normally have 1 match. But it's not like, obviously Kofi had 2 matches on Raw, but that's irregular. That doesn't normally happen. But obviously it's your opinion. I'm very excited for Aleister Black to return, though, for sure. And like Nikki Cross, I'm not excited. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. I'm not excited, because I wasn't excited when she was there before she left. I didn't like the whole thing with her and Alexa. The tag team was okay, but, had coffee mugs and that. You know what I'm saying? So, Sup, Savage, shout out to you, bro. Sami Zayn for King of the Ring, please. He fit with controversial Big E. Went bad. A serious Big E. Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you said there. Really does hit different with the fan. I'm back. Phone died. So where do you think Damon Priest will go from here? He mentioned Bobby Lashley, didn't he? After he beat John Morrison, he mentioned Bobby Lashley. But I don't think he's going to beat Bobby Lashley and get a title. So I would go for Sheamus. I would have, because so far Sheamus has just been beating people clean. And I would have Sheamus have to cheat to beat Damon Priest, and then we'll go down that road. Because surely Keith Lee's coming back soon to go for Bobby. That's my guess anyway. Honestly, I'm not really excited for Kofi getting another main event run. It should be Jeff getting that push. I agree, but I don't understand why everyone's saying that Kofi's getting a push. We've literally seen 1 Raw with Kofi Kingston having 2 matches, and all I've seen everywhere is he's getting a push. That means nothing, bro. I've seen them bring Nakamura back to do stuff and then do nothing. You know what I mean? So I don't You know what I mean? Wait for Raw to come around. I know that I seen Fox put something up about, do you think Kofi should get another run as well? But I don't think it's going to happen. So, you know what I mean? I think they should stay doing their tag team stuff. And if anyone's going to have something to do, probably should be Xavier, man. He's just been a team player the whole time, not done anything individually. So, yeah, exactly. Sheamus has been undefeated. Yeah, he has. Sheamus is doing the best work he's ever done. So, I'm all for it. More news. This is a funny one, man. Ricochet receives Twitter heat. Mass Drawing King, man. The hate words, you know what I mean? Calm down, bro. Kofi Kingston's a legend, you know, like that. But yeah, Ricochet with the heat, the Twitter heat. I had to join in on this Twitter battle and jump on Ricochet's side, yeah, because I'm not about this sensitive, new age, pussy, tampon boy, moist, wet broccoli, damp flannel, foo-foo boy business. So let me tell you what happened, because it's nothing even major. You'll be wondering why that even happened. So I got the tweets here. So basically, there was a tweet put up by WWE, and basically WWE put a poll out, and they said who is the best high flyer in WWE. Obviously, some fans replied Io Shirai. Ricochet pretty much said, there's literally no one who can do what I do and how I do it, but I'll let you guys discuss it. A couple of people said Io Shirai, blah, blah, blah. Said that she can do great moves, and he said, yeah, she can, but none are as good as mine, which is fair enough, he's right. And then Ricochet responded saying towards Io Shirai, Io Shirai didn't reply herself, fans did. I'm not saying she's not amazing. She 100% is, but I can do everything she can probably do even better. She can't do what I am capable of, maybe not even half. Anyone who disagrees with that is crazy, because Ricochet is literally the greatest high flyer in the world, probably. And yeah, Io Shirai is great, but she can't do half of the stuff that Ricochet can do. So that's where you got the tweet. And, you know, people get toxic, don't they? So they start saying rude things to him and stuff like that. But I wasn't having it. He didn't say anything bad. He was very respectful towards Io Shirai. He said she was 100% great, so I don't see the problem. But, you know, these wet boys see the problem. Savage Roman Reigns submission coach is Brock Lesnar because he trained Reigns for submissions. Brock Lesnar is not Roman Reigns' coach. And Roman Reigns is a trained wrestler, bro. Like, the stuff that you seen him do in the ring is not much. He's done a guillotine. He's not doing like major Daniel Bryan style submissions. So start big, not rush. I agree. Savage Damien beat Sheamus, build him up as champion, and then maybe a year. Yeah. Oh, bro, you're my guy. People have a lack of patience, and as soon as somebody does something, they want to push. I would love to know how many people want Damian Priest to be champion, Keith Lee to be champion, Jeff Hardy to be like, just want all these different things. Cesaro to want all these different things at the same time. Has to be patient. I do believe with Jeff Hardy, I told you already, this geezer's not making it to the end of the year in WWE because they're mugging him off. Sorry, I just seen somebody. You see that? It's Keebler, bro, in the Christmas outfit. All right, listen, let me calm down. Definitely world champion material. Sheamus is doing better now than he was as a champion, as a world champion. I hear people say this person should get, but the other people are a good talent. Yeah, I agree. I mean, better push Jeff, not Kofi. But you said you hate him, so why don't you just say push Jeff instead of? I don't understand why people always have to say, if you want someone to have a push, why do you have to say you hate the other person? You know what I mean? It's like when Samoa Joe, when that got released, it's like, why is blah blah still on the roster when Samoa Joe, they didn't get sacked because Samoa Joe didn't get sacked because somebody else got to stay on the roster. He got sacked because he got sacked. So you know what I mean? Shout out to you, bro. For real. Ricochet is the best high flyer in WWE. Shirai is nowhere near his level. Yeah, it's facts, bro. It's not even disrespect to her. And obviously, when he brought her name up, he didn't bring her name up, and fan did. So, Savage, can you please tell me why Sheamus fought Ricochet, not Humberto? Didn't Ricochet answer the challenge? I don't know. Obviously, he fought him on kickoff show as well. Don't know. The best high flyer of his generation, past the Rey Mysterio. Yeah, Ricochet is literally the greatest, bro. Like, I'm not like at what he does. I've not seen anyone do it. I've seen people do crazy stuff, but even do you remember that flip he done outside the ring over the head of Velveteen Dream? Anyone remember that? It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. So I don't know. Ricochet top five is up there. Yeah, for sure. So many posts on Twitter's moist, bro. Like, I literally don't go on there unless I'm trying to get wrestling news, but that's the Bands versus Io Shirai dream match. That match can definitely happen, for sure. Sup, Savage. Shout out to you, Randy Simmons. Read that sentence. What? Ricochet should be cocky heel in WWE. That him a lot. Yeah, he should be cocky with the talent he's got, but we'll see. Imagine Jeff Hardy as Willow versus Bray Wyatt. I thought that was going to happen a while ago, to be fair. I thought it was going to get Willow when the Ultimate Deletion happened, but I don't know if Ring of Honor has the right to summon him because it just didn't do it. Do you think NXT will be a Survivor Series? I don't think they will, but I wish they would because I want to see Karrion Kross, Bobby Lashley, and Roman in a triple threat match. Roman and Sheamus are the most consistent talents in WWE right now. 100% agree with that. AEW would love Samoa Joe. Yeah, they would. They really would. For some reason, I don't want to see Willow Jeff Hardy. Is it just me? Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to see it now. I wanted it 2 years ago. Grace over Kofi Kingston, the Hall of Fame dude who did it all, good in the ring, decent on the mic. He's one of Howard Woods over Big E. I 100% agree. He doesn't get the respect he deserves, and he got a dead run-in with the title. But this Geezer's another dude who just does it all for WWE. He doesn't complain about stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I'm here for that. Yes, Robert Sassaman happened in ST Grey Motion Bass last year. Yeah. Oh yeah, they done the thing in it when her and Bailey were going around the brands. I know it happened, but I don't think he's talking about on NXT. I think he's talking about it on the main roster, like a pay-per-view. Because that Great American Bash that was like a Wednesday NXT. They just called it pay-per-view. Undertaker versus The Fiend, the cinematic match. Nah, I don't want to see it. I think Ricochet and Will Ospreay are the greatest high flyers in the world. Ospreay can do some mad stuff too. Yeah, I mean, I remember the match they had. The match they had was one of the greatest matches of that year. The only critique I had with that match, it was a little bit too choreographed. You know what I mean? But apart from that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like that. What are you saying, brother? Yeah. I feel you, bro. What are you saying? You're a bit late to the thing still, but yeah. Dr. Britt Baker versus Charlotte. Oh yeah, I love Britt Baker, man. I love her character. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not even the stuff she does in the ring, even though she's great, but her character's dope. How about NXT on the draft? I can't wait for Dakota Kai. Oh my god, I cannot wait for Dakota Kai to be on the main roster. She's my girl on NXT, bro. Seriously, she's dope, man. God. James Storm versus Hangman Page, average dream match. Not for me, bro. Not for me. I don't think we got any more news there. I think I covered everything. I know that part of the talent that got released was the referee, the one who's got all that fake tan on. What's his name? Drake Schwartz or something like that. What's his name, man? Drake Wirtz. Who's got him on about? The one who's got the fake tan on all the time. Yeah, Drake Wirtz, and he's had trouble backstage anyway, and apparently he's been a lot of they reported it as people of color, which I don't really like that. What the hell does that even mean? You know what I mean? Why don't just say the color of the people? Or just say people. But no, in fact, the news report said minorities backstage. Pieces of shit. But yeah, had problems with him because he's said a few like dodgy things, political things, and apparently when Triple H had said that all religions, sexes, and races are welcome in the WWE, the guy picked up his bag and his coat and stormed out the building. So he's gone. It's a good riddance to him, like that. People complain about him that much. His geezer must be moving a bit mad still. Shout out Goldust in the back. But yeah, like that. Dakota Kai versus Bailey, dope. I can't answer which wrestler has the best Twitter because I literally don't pay attention to them. So we got to give it to SmackDown and not Russian Roman Seth feud. SmackDown's dope, bro. SmackDown's dope, honestly. Dakota Kai for SmackDown, yeah. I mean, I was looking at the roster the other day between SmackDown and Raw, and honestly, if you add Daniel Bryan and Edge to it, which obviously Daniel Bryan's contract's run out, but it's only been like 2 weeks, you realize that really Raw are getting done over a little bit with the talent. Because like Seth Cesaro, Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, the Usos, Roman, Sami Zayn, Big E, Apollo, they're all on one roster, bro. Daniel Bryan, Edge. They're all on one roster, bro. What is going on? And you realize why we keep having the repeat matches, man. That superstar shake-up needs to happen ASAP. ASAP, Rocky, bro. You know, like that. Yeah, man. Get your questions in. Of course, we just do no hold bar for the next 10 minutes. You know, like that. How do you think? Did you see the Dexter Livingston in the house or like that? I actually don't know. I feel like they're gonna fall in love properly. I feel like it's gonna get a happy ending, but obviously that's not happy ending for the Way. So, because for me, the Way doesn't feel like as faction what's gonna stay together. So I don't know. Hopefully, the draft. Yeah, man. I don't know anyone who doesn't like Dakota Kai. Never been that good. I agree. And she has possibly one of the greatest heel turns of all time, bro, in that War Games. The things I've seen her do. Jeez, man. Yeah, that's a true statement. Andre, the face of Omega Triple Championship, do you think you should beat him? I think Kenny Omega's going to beat him. Is racism still a thing? Bro. Something what bothers me so much, bro. Like, I'm in my own bubble most of the time, bro, but it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Like, honestly, I feel like some of the stuff we just say, we just go with how the world is socially, but honestly, does race even exist? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be some weird Sami Zayn conspiracy theories, but does race even exist? You know, somebody goes, what race was he? I'm like, well, human. What does that matter? Honestly, unless the police are trying to track down somebody, or you're trying to find, a description of somebody because they've done a crime, and you don't want to mix them up with somebody else, then yes, you can just tell the color of their skin. It doesn't have to be racist, you know, like that. When you go to when women go to makeup halls and that, they have all these luxurious names on the color of skins and stuff, you know, like that. You know what I mean? Like snow pale or mocha chocolate and stuff. You can why can't people just say nice things? You know what I mean? It's just skin. Like, obviously, you take the skin off, and yeah, it's madness. 100% a social construct, and it's there to divide people, and when it doesn't work, because everyone keeps going through these woke phases and woke twats. When they go through that, they'll try and use something else. So now we have. On top of race, they use sex as a thing, which sexual orientation, which shouldn't even make a difference, because honestly, until you see what someone's doing in the bedroom, you literally don't know what they do in their personal life, whether they're gay or straight or whatever. So that's another thing what shouldn't matter. And then you got the transgender, the LGBTQ, rainbow, but it's all long, bro. You're just people, but some people are not making it. They're not making it better for themselves because people are going with it. People no disrespect, and I know Sonya Deville's massive on it, but if you're flying a rainbow flag, you're telling people that you're different. Is that not a fact? Shouldn't it be the fact that there shouldn't need to be a Pride? There shouldn't need to be a Black History Month. There shouldn't need to be any of these things, because everyone's just human. So if being gay is regular and normal, which it is, it's just, you know what I mean, no one cares, then why are you separating yourself with a day and a flag? If, you know what I'm saying? It's mad. It's mad. It's like me having to put, you're never going to see me wake up and leave my house with a Black Lives Matter t-shirt. What's the point of that? I'm just trying to separate myself. I'm just a person. I love everyone. I don't even know The proof is in the pudding. I don't know what color everyone is in this chat. I don't know what color anyone is in this chat because I can't see your face. Do I care? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Are you a good person? That's all I care about, really. And even that, I don't even know if you're a lot of good people. I just hope you are, but you know what I'm saying? I really don't care. Religion and stuff like that, it's another thing what just separates people. I feel like if you're religious and it helps you do great things in the world, and it's personal to you, then do your thing on it. I don't like religion at all. I just don't like it. I'm not being disrespectful to it. I just don't like it because it separates too many people again. People are killing each other because they think that their God's better than this God and this religion says I can do this. And whereas, well, you can just be human on it and everything else can be personal to you. It's like me, I'm not going to push Christmas on somebody who don't care about Christmas. I'll just stay in my house and enjoy Christmas. Other people don't see it like that. And it's like, yo, if you don't believe in this, then you're a scumbag. Let's be honest, man. It's madness. It shouldn't really make a difference. So you're never gonna get me being religious on anything because I honestly don't. I just think honestly, I'll put it this way. I don't care what anyone says. I think religion seems stupid to me. I think the race thing seems stupid to me. I think the sexual orientation thing seems stupid to me because, in fact, like nobody respects the fact that I love Marvel. You know what I'm saying? But it's a choice that I have to like Marvel. So how is people picking and choosing what's the most important stuff to accept and not to accept? Listen, that's the case. I'm a Jedi. That's my religion. You know what I mean? Not the dark side. I'm just a Jedi. Because just respect people and that. It's mad because when you look back on, I don't know. I can talk about this for ages. So let me get off it. But honestly, who cares? When I see you, if I shake someone's hand and we get along and we went for a drink, had a laugh, we watched WrestleMania together, nothing came up about the color of your skin because I don't care. You watching wrestling with me would have nothing to do with your religion. And you being gay or straight wouldn't have nothing to do with your religion or your sexual orientation. So what is it there for? It's there for nothing. And then a lot of people get race and color mixed up with culture as well. There's two different things. People should educate themselves. You know, people are like, well, he likes this because he's black. That's not true, bro. Because if I was black and I lived in a different place, what's posh, I wouldn't like the same thing as if I was black living in a poor place. It's a different lifestyle. It's a completely different lifestyle. That's the whole point of culture. And I think culture is a beautiful thing because you can share different things. When I go on holiday and I like to integrate myself with people's culture, their food, their music and stuff like that, what they're into. But culture is a completely different thing. And until people find the difference between that, they've screwed it. Honestly, that's when people need to figure that out. So that's the savage rant on that, man. CM Punk and Randy Orton, best heels of all time. Not for me, but CM Punk doesn't come close to Randy Orton as a heel to me. I'm sorry. But yeah, good call though. Did you see the Amazon exclusive Tribal Chief Roman Reigns pop figure? No, I did not see that. Where is it? I bet it's not going to come on. It's not going to be on the English Amazon. This is going to wind me up. Mate, if one of you lot see it first, buy it for me, man. I'll send you the money, bro. It's not a problem, but obviously I'm in England, so. Man said Tribal Chief exclusive, you know. I bet it's not going to show up. Roman Reigns pop vinyl. Sorry about that, but, you know. Nah, it's just coming up with his old one. Don't worry about that. I'll go to my Australian Donnies for you know, like that. Shout out to you, Tariq. Halloween, my favorite. Halloween's dope still. I think people in America get to celebrate it properly, man. In England, no one cares. But to be fair, there's too many pedophiles running around, and I feel bad for the kids still. I think all religions, races, and people should be accepted and respected. I just think I agree with you, but kind of like take out the religion, the race, and just keep people because it doesn't really. Everything else doesn't matter. That's personal preference. Shouldn't bother anyone. Shouldn't it? As long as it doesn't affect your life. You know what I mean? The reason why I don't like the whole religion and race thing is because it actually affects my life. Like when there's terrorist attacks happening in England, or when there's terrorist attacks happening in Syria, when there's terrorist attacks happening in America, or when there's terrorist attacks happening in Iraq. Let's be honest, all of them are terrorists. If England's bombing Iraq, then England are the terrorists. If Iraq is bombing England, Iraq are the terrorists. If America's bombing Syria, America's the terrorists, and if Syria's bombing America, they're the terrorists. So, and that's all over money, religion, and all that. I'm not interested in it, but you're a G, bro. Shout out to you. I said that more. No problem at all, man. I'm not religious. I'm okay with religious people, just as long as they're trying to punch me up in the name of anybody's God. You're me, bro. That's me. You know what I mean? I've got friends who are all different religions than that, and we don't talk about religion. We talk about football and wrestling and life. The religion doesn't come into it. You know what I mean? So, oh, you're a G. Thank you for sending me that, bro. I'm about to get it. Hopefully, I can get it in England though. If it's in Smith's, I'm going to pre-order it now. Late to the table. Oh, yeah, you missed everything, bro. I'm about to finish, but shout out to you, Morris, man. It's all love. So which teams do you think will be the dark horses in the Euros? In the Euros, honestly, Brock, I don't know who's qualified, but I feel like, you know what? Let me check who's qualified for the Euros. And thank you, Elite, for sending me that. I'll check that after. Comes to hate and just negativity. God damn it, Kevin Hartman. Euro teams qualified. Okay, let me get this. There's Turkey. Turkey could do good in it. Wouldn't count that Group B: Denmark, Finland, Belgium, and Russia. Denmark's been looking good in the qualifiers. I don't know how they'll do in the main competition. I'm gonna go with Russia. You know, Russia seemed to surprise people, so I'm going with Russia and Turkey. Yeah, I'm going with Russia and Turkey. My dog could Turkey to Wales. Fair enough. Wales are terrible, bro. But I mean, they're last minute winners and that. And Gareth Bale ain't interested in playing football. But good shout. I think there's comes win man in the bank. Coleman is about to win, but Oscar messed it up. I noticed one of all people. Yeah, that's true. But you got to remember, Corbyn won it before, and he lost it to Johns. You know what I mean? Yeah, remember he tried to cash in, and John Cena messed him up, and then ginned him a whole thing. Remember that? I think that was a punishment for something he done backstage. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Turkey won the dog. Oh yeah, Brock said the same thing. Turkey as well. That Roman Reigns pop for. Oh, so everyone's been watching this pop vinyl. Listen, I'm meant to get off the stream and go pay for that, bro. You know them way there. Who would win between Batista or Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns, man. You seen what happened with the Shield touchdown in Evolution, bro. You seen what Roman was doing out there. Come on now. Last 2 minutes, guys. Get one more question in from each person if you want to get your question in now. Do not spam it. Just put one in, and then I'm about to jump off and buy this pop vinyl. You know, like that. Jeez, man. I hope it's in England, man. I don't know why England's always the one that last to get it when it's England. It's like, you know what I mean? Roman Reigns, new pop. That's funny as well because I seen the new Elites earlier with Mankind and The Rock. I seen that. I already know when it goes quiet in the chat, it means everyone's typing away. It's so good. Come on, pop in the box. Don't do me like this, man. If Liverpool get Champions League, where will they get knocked out next season? Well, that's disrespectful. If Liverpool get Champions League and we get Van Dijk comes back the same, I think we'll win the Champions League next season. So that's where I think we'll get knocked out nowhere. Seriously, we're pretty damn good in the Champions League. I mean, we lost to Real Madrid in this one, but had half a team, and the first leg was terrible. But come on now. Rumor has it WWE looking to bring back Lesnar and Cena for SummerSlam. Is that true? It's a rumor, but do you remember I'd done the video not long ago when I said that the likelihood is they'll get Roman to beat John Cena. So Don't know. The Brock Lesnar thing's a weird one. I don't think that's the fact that they just released everyone and they have to pay Brock Lesnar. I think his price was $600,000 each appearance, and you know that's a lot of money, bro. Especially if coming off a pandemic. They made the Street Profits of Rey Mysterio pop vinyl. Search Street Profits, I think, on Amazon and go to new arrivals. Yeah, but Elite Squad, does it come up on the UK Amazon or the American one? Amazon.co.uk or Amazon.com, because completely different. Oh, they got a new Rey Mysterio one. The Rey Mysterio one, the old one, is one of the rarest ones to get as well. And I think I threw my old one away because I scratched it. And you think Germany will go back to their best? 2 years. 2 years. They'll be back again for the World Cup, bro. They have they always have like a good run of teams coming through. So shout out you to Jugs the 2K. Shout out to you, bro. Sami Zayn and Io Shirai from in the bank. Good call. So far, everyone, I said Sami Zayn as well myself. I still think it might be Shayna Baszler to win it, but the Emperor should be fighting Sheamus or AJ. Said the same thing. WWE Bron got nobody's bitch shirts with Jimmy printed on the back. Spoiler alert. It's not spoiler alert. I've seen it already. So, Maurice Reigns. I hope that Roman Reigns they control the truth until wears a tank top. Eddie Kingston and John Moxley built the Young Bucks and stole their shoes. Yeah, yeah. Did you see the promo what got caught on John Moxley though? About the oral sessions. Anyone who says my girl was being called in for oral sessions is hilarious, man. That's jokes. Shout out to you, Alex. So, conspiracy theory, one time is my favorite character, and so is Cameron Grimes. To the moon. Yep, Simon for Money in the Bank, man. Come on now. Undertaker versus the Fiend. Nah. Dream match. All right, guys, I'm about to head off. Obviously, this was Savage Talk Extra, so we'll be back for more Monday. We've still got reactions coming through the week. Anyone who's not subscribed to HUGO Online, go over to HUGO Online and subscribe to that, because I post every day on that channel. Morris knows he's already over there. Every day, I'm doing a 100-day challenge, and I'm posting every day for 100 days. I think I'm on day 10 today. I haven't posted today yet, but I'm going to post my Try Not to Laugh, Family Guy. I think I'm going to do Family Guy, racist, offensive jokes, something like that. So that'll be up there today. But yeah, head over to HUGO Online, subscribe to that. The logo looks the same as the Pro Wrestling Savage logo, so you should know who it is. No, I agree. I agree with you, bro. I just think it. I don't want it to get. I just think it will happen. The UK Amazon doesn't have Ray. Okay, I'm gonna check it out, bro. I can get it from Australia anyway, but I just don't like paying the shipping cost, man. But I'll see what Smith will have it coming in. Do you do AEW reactions? I do sometimes. You go on my channel, you'll see. Just go into the AEW playlist. They've got loads of AEW. The last one of them was Blood and Guts. But the problem is with AEW, any kind of noise in the background from AEW, they'll just strike you. They don't copyright me like WWE do. They strike my video. You're only allowed 3 strikes on YouTube, and then your channel gets taken down. So AEW and Tony Khan ain't worth that, believe me. You know what I mean? At least WWE just don't let me get paid for the video, but at least they don't strike my videos and that. So, but yeah, guys, shout out to you guys in the chat. Shout out to everyone who joined. Shout out to everyone who joined late. It doesn't matter as long as you're here. This is only the extra show. And yeah, man, I had fun. Of course I did. So the next reaction video we'll see. Well, today's Thursday, so we've got SmackDown coming next. And then on HUGO Online, like I said, Family Guy, Try Not to Laugh's coming. Movie reaction trailers coming, music trailers as well. So yeah, head over there, man. Please subscribe and like that. I want to get that one moving a bit like we've got this channel moving. That way you guys will have content every day. If you mess with me on this channel, there's no reason for you not to mess with me on the other channel, because surely you guys don't just like wrestling. And I've got everything on that channel, and I will do anything on that channel as well. I'll react to anything, whereas this one I keep it strictly wrestling. So yeah, hilarious, trust me. I've already got like the videos downloaded already, so I just need to react to them. So I'm trying to be like more advanced in that. Do you like old Family Guy? Honestly, to me, it doesn't matter. Family Guy is hilarious, bro. You know what I mean? You know, like that. Brocky and that. Listen, shout out to RVD and Mass Kane in the background and that. But guys, it's been fun. I'm about to get off. I've got more stuff to do and I got more videos to do and stuff like that as well. But like I said, join me on the other channel. And then that way, man, we're in contact all day long, you know, them way there, because I will be on it. But thank you very much, guys. Been your boy Hugo the Savage. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. And once again, head over to Hugo Online. You know, like that. Head over there, subscribe. Videos coming every single day. Just look out for them. And until then, run.